I managed to get to the rapids here before the dark, and to describe what's here, I'll show you on the map. I got here to Gibson's by ferry, drove Highway 101, got to Seashore. There is kind of a park. You can walk on the ocean shore. It's not open waters. You can see Strait of Georgia. You can see Vancouver Island from across. And you see this inlet here. It's kind of a interesting water. The ocean goes here, goes around, goes in the mountains and goes here. If you go past that, it's the other side, the Whistler, Squamish. So at some point I flown above here. We look at this area, and we flown across the mountains back to Squamish. Right here is this inlet, and we are in somewhere in this area. This Narrows is what you see in the picture. What happens here, low tide, water here is lower, means this water that was coming here earlier is at a higher elevation, and it start flowing back towards lower elevation like a river, like a big river, huge river. And when the high tide comes in, the water here raises, comes up, maybe 2 meters, depends on the season and the location, maybe a meter, 2 meters higher. But this one is lower, so that means this water from the ocean is going to flood all these areas. So the water goes all these areas like that, and it happens maybe twice a day. Let's see what is it. This reversing tidal rapids, famous for their spectacular whirlpools and white water, are considered among the fastest in the world. Current speeds during large tidal exchanges can exceed 16 knots. Here, a narrow neck of the ocean known as Kukumchuk Narrows connected Jervis Inlet and the Strait of Georgia to your left, which is probably that way, yes. And landlocked Seashell Inlet on your right. Because flowing tide water is restricted by this narrow channel, the difference in water level from one side to rapids exceed 2 meters. Yes, that's kind of obvious. Large ebbing or outgoing currents are the most exciting and the best viewed from here. Large flooding or incoming currents are best seen from the low. So incoming. So here is the outgoing. Yes. So that's my best spot. I didn't know. I just got here. It's closest to my car. 10-minute walk to your right. So large vessel traffic is restricted to the short periods of slack water when the tidal currents change direction. Because the vessels here can get caught into some sort of whirlpools, and I don't know, maybe it's too rocky of water. I've been into this type of waters, but not this intense. I've been with a boating tour somewhere in still on Vancouver Island, around Campbell River. Yes, Campbell River. There are a couple of islands, and the boating operator took us, maybe 10 people, to show us a couple of fishing farms or salmon farms and some old First Nation territories and stuff. And he had to drive the boats through some sort of a rapids like that, but it was not that intense. And the boat, like a large aluminum boat, was still rocking, like going, not maintaining the stability. So of course he knew what he was doing. He'd been there like 100 times. But it was an interesting experience, and I've been with my own boat on this type of whirlpools, but not like that. This is a bit more intense. And what I know here, people are coming kayaking, and of course those adventurous people, river rafting guys, whitewater guys, are coming here because it's a very popular spot for this type of adventures. And